Welcome to Frugal Mama Gardens. My name is Julie. It is August. Let's see what is going on in the yard. The catnip had flowered because it got really hot here. So I went ahead and trimmed off all the flowering so that the plant could thicken out, fill out, whatever, and get fluffy. Well, Kitty is not complaining. Kitty, I didn't even have to show her. She discovered pretty dang quick all that I had clipped off. Now my kitty's happy. And the plant is deadheaded. Oh no, oh no, Kitty. My kitty, she's getting high. That's wonderful. Happy kitty. Did you get some on your paw? On your little patita? Muy bien, gatita preciosa, Angelita. Can you guess what these are? It's the first time I've gotten them to grow successfully. Well, we'll see if they get all the way successful. But anyhow, can you tell me in the comments what you think these are? I am really liking this, having my herbs and such drying here. I am also wanting to put up a shelf up here and have like places for my herbs to hang, and then also jars of my herbs on top of there. I think that would be so cute. First though, we have got to scrub and repaint this wall. That's not happening anytime soon, so instead let's just for the moment appreciate this. I just love it. I love it. And look how well my dill flowers are doing. Isn't that gorgeous? They are so powerful. I was even reading about it, and it made sense why they were so much more pungent than just like the leaves and such that I had been harvesting before. Yeah, the flowers, way more powerful. Spent a little bit of much needed time out here in the front. There's so much to do. Look at that mess. Yikes. Ooh. We're finally getting to weather where I can stand to be out here. And I'm so glad because look what I discovered. A pumpkin. Yeah, it was over in here somewhere. Anyhow, so tied it up over there, trimmed off the vine. There's another one. I tied it up over here. It doesn't have any pumpkins yet, but hey, we might get lucky. I tied up these hollyhocks. Doesn't look especially pretty, but it was that or I was going to chop them down, and I didn't want to chop them down. I needed my little mini rose there to be able to get some sun, and this pumpkin vine. So lesson learned that next year when the hollyhocks come up. I'm going to tie them off right away or put in taller supports than what I've been doing. And then this evening or tomorrow morning and evening, I will be out here weeding. Today I'm just going to do a really good deep watering everywhere, and then tomorrow come out, do a lot of deadheading, a lot of weeding, a lot of tidying up, so that we can start putting in bulbs. Yes, bulbs for the spring, fall, summer, whatever, next year. Also, there's a gladiola. That's for you, Jenny. Gonna be talking a lot more about Jenny in some upcoming videos that I have planned. Jenny lived and died here in this house. She was an amazing woman that I am now just starting to get to know, even though she died in 1943. But I'm getting to know her. I think since we moved in, she's been wanting to get to know me, or wanting me to know her. I don't know. Anyway, gladiolas were her favorite. Next on the list, harvesting Olivia's sage here out front. Eventually, hopefully, this will grow all the way around. It has definitely spread on this side and a little bit on this side from last year. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Just so beautiful. Anyhow, I've got my little basket out here. I got my clippers, and I'm not sure how much I'm gonna take. I think I'll go to like right here to where there's some new leaves and go ahead and just take this whole stem. And I don't want to do any that are like right next to each other because I do want this to be nice and full and pretty. So we'll just kind of hop over here. That's a tricky thing when it's something that you want to harvest, you know, it's like a crop, but it's also decorative. That's how much I am harvesting today. And see how that still is quite full, and it'll fill back in within like, oh, I would say 2 weeks max. And then we'll harvest some more. This stuff grows so fast. Wasn't it like just barely that I had this all cut back? Then there's also some weeds to pull, but I have been making progress. That bed, that garden bed right there, that flower bed, just needs a little bit more done, but it's mostly there. The corner flower bed, and then this one here, it's just deadheading galore, and some harvesting. I've got some oregano there that I need to harvest, maybe a couple of strawberries, but mostly it's deadheading. And then once we get the deadheading done, I'm sure there's weeds in there waiting for us. Weeds galore everywhere. Lots of deadheading here. I just need to jump in and get it done. Okay, oh, it's hot out there. My sage, it already, even just in that time I was pulling some weeds and doing some trimming of vines, it already, look how much it's wilted. I also harvested some oregano, and then the other day I harvested all of these Sweet William seeds. Well, I at least cut all the tops. Now I need to actually harvest the seeds. learning as I am trying to harvest these teeny tiny Sweet William seeds? Well, I'm going to tell you what I learned. In each of these little bunches of dianthus, that's the proper name for Sweet William, not every one of the flowers actually produces seeds. There's like all these fun little places, but only 1 or 2 per bunch. I mean, I don't have the exact number, but what I'm saying is not all of them actually have seeds, but you can tell when you look in and see that, oh, it's full of little black seeds. Let me see if I can find one that's really obvious. Nope. Oh, right there. You can even see the black seeds. Well, you guys might not be able to see it. But anyway, oh, right there, definitely. That one is full of little black seeds, but the rest in the bunch might not be. So, kind of tricky. I unfortunately did not realize that right away, so I have all of these lovely bits with seeds sort of falling to the bottom. Yeah. I could just bag this whole thing up, and then when it's time to plant seeds, seriously, just sow this whole thing and it would be fine. The seeds are loose, ready to grow. But, and I will do that with some of it, especially as I have pretty bad arthritis in my hands. But from here on out, I do want to try to find, the bloom in each one that is actually filled with seeds and try to keep those separate. Anyway, okay, something else that just happened. I had grabbed this one and started just kind of shaking it, and the seeds were actually coming out onto my hand. So, again, not saying that that's going to work for all of them, but we'll try. I don't know if I need to smooch them a little bit first. Kind of loosen it. I don't know. Because I don't know what I did last time. Oh, yep. So I smooch it a little bit, kind of open them up, and then bit of a mess, but yeah, out come the seeds. How about that? And then, of course, there's all the seeds that are just all over in the bottom of the tote. And if I happened to have missed any seeds from all of this, no big deal, because I'm going to be dumping this about in different places in the yard where I would love to see some of these flowers pop up. I think I'll do the same with this. I don't feel like working terribly hard to try sussing it all out and sorting it. And then, yeah, all of these, I am just going to gather them up and save them, or maybe some I'll go ahead and sprinkle out about in the yard in the different flower gardens. Da-da-da! So there are still some weeds to pull, obviously. Those ones over at the corner are like the goat head weeds, so I've got to have gloves on for those. They have all their little pokies. And then Mariah, my youngest, is going to pull these weeds around the corner because she's working on earning some money. So I will have her do that, and then I will come around here for a slightly better view of what I got accomplished right here. I pulled out a whole bunch of the vines, as you can see. I do have to let some of them stay and some grow back in, because for our Halloween yard display that I'm getting started on, we always have Pennywise right here. So gotta have vines for him to be hiding in. But this, all of this, except for what's in this pot, the rest of this is just weeds. Bindweed, and the vine, that vine. But this is just awful, horrible bindweed. I would really like to get that gone. And then this. But what I did there, that was all yesterday, and so now I'm just waiting till it cools down a little this evening, and then I can finally get around to the deadheading in the rest of this. I might harvest some more of the oregano. There's still plenty there, so yeah, I think I will. And then once we get everything deadheaded, we can get down to all the weeds that need pulling, of which there are many. And then this sad, unfortunate garden over here has had very little attention this year. So we'll have to try and get some stuff done there. But that is all that I've got for you right now. Except, I just love that little pumpkin, that surprise pumpkin. Anyway, have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. I will see you all very soon.